Hi, this is Chris, Video Game Dust Leaves, and you're listening to the VGDS podcast with my co-host, Linda, aka the Gamer Girl,
What's up?
and my guest gamers, BonesZ06,
How's it going?
DanCavDragon,
Hello, everyone.
and Allie, aka Retrobitz89.
Hey.
The first segment is Sleeve It or Leave It. The first game is Paperboy for the NES. Dan, would you sleeve it or leave it?
A very slight yes on sleeving this game.
It's a yes or a no.
There's no in the middles. What are you talking about?
It's cusping the line of maybe not.
Yeah, I mean this is a okay version of the game. There's much better versions of the game. So, but I still like the Paperboy, so I'd sleeve it.
Bones.
I enjoy Paperboy a lot, so I'd sleeve it.
Linda.
I like a good chuck of paper at people's lawns. Yes, I sleeve it.
And Allie.
Love Paperboy, so absolutely sleeve it.
The next title is Snow Brothers for the NES as well. Linda, sleeve it or leave it?
Yes.
Dan.
Yeah, this is a pretty valuable game. I would definitely sleeve this game.
Allie.
Yes, sir.
Bones.
That is a yes.
That was a quick one. No.
It's easy.
Next one, Pocky and Rocky for the Super NES. Bones, sleeve it or leave it?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Dan.
Definitely yes. For some reason, this game is really popular and rare, so I would definitely sleeve this game.
Linda.
I would say yes. I played it recently and fell in love with the swishing tail, so yes.
And Allie.
Absolutely sleeve it.
And the last sleeve it or leave it title, Splatterhouse for Famicom. Allie, sleeve it or leave it?
Sleeve it. It's my favorite.
Dan.
Yeah, definitely sleeve this game.
Pretty sure you already have it sleeved. Bones.
Can you sleeve the hacked version for me, please?
Sure.
So that I can have the American one? Yeah, I'd sleeve this one because I actually have the homebrew version of it where they translated it. Well, it's not really a translation, but it's put on the R cartridge. It's a fun game.
I love the custom requests as we're doing something that's already pre-formatted. By the way, could you just do this? Do this for me?
Yeah, come on, man. Hook me up.
And Linda?
I would sleeve it. Splatterhouse is a fun game, especially to watch people stream it for the first time. Chandelier hype.
All right,
Chris, do you know if there's actual U.S. box art for this hack of it?
I want
Probably somebody has made it.
There probably is.
Yeah.
But if there isn't, I can make it.
Cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
You got to look in the right places.
Yeah, well,
That's
I
what
went
she
for
said.
a loose copy. I didn't go for anything in box for that.
I left that one hanging, didn't I, Linda?
Yeah.
All right, on to the next segment. Guess that box art. Anybody want to start it off?
Can we get the system, please?
Yes. Famicom.
Or the pigs.
What?
No, Bones. That's not the game.
So it's either a duck or some type of worm.
Looks like a pig to me. How about Oinks of Fortune?
This is so random.
Hey, at least he's guessing, right?
I have no clue.
Okay, on to Dan. Dan, you got a clue?
The top one, right? This is gotta be a Mario game. Is that correct?
That is correct. Do you know which one?
How about Super Mario 3?
No. Next
Mario
person.
is missing.
Linda, want to give it a go?
I have no clue on this one. Try somebody else. I am really blanking right now.
Well, it's a Mario title.
And it's not 3.
Yeah. Well, the only one that I could think of that is odd at the box art, I don't know. 2 is odd. Yeah. 2? I don't know.
No, it's not 2. Al, you want to give a guess?
I have no clue. I got so thrown off because you're like, it's Mario.
If it's not 2 and it's not 3, which one is it?
1.
Exactly.
Ding ding.
Winner, winner.
Winner by default.
Well, you could have said Time Machine or Mario is Missing.
Well,
Yeah.
she could have.
Yeah.
But the obvious one was, if it wasn't 2, it's not 3, well then it's got to be 1. All right, the next one.
I would have guessed one of the others.
At least you're honest, Bones.
I am very honest.
All right.
What's up with the pigs, man? Why is this next one a pig too?
That's not a pig. That's like a cobra.
Linda got it right. It is a cobra.
It is.
So
It's a cobra with lightning.
I looked
Oh,
at
I
the
see it.
snout-looking nose.
Yeah, the nose throws it off. It's a weird looking nose, but it's definitely a cobra from the fanning or a manta ray of some kind. And on the interpretation.
So would
Boy,
you?
I am way off today, man.
Would you? Oh yeah, you are definitely way off. So would you like the console?
Yes, please.
Sega.
Let's see. Cobras.
Sega Genesis, Chris.
Yes.
Saint Sword? I don't know.
What was that?
Well, the only thing I can think of. Okay, this is just an oddball guess, but kind of looks like Jafar from Aladdin.
Ding ding
So
ding.
I'm gonna
ding,
say
ding.
Aladdin.
You are the winner.
Oh wow.
Oh snap!
Congratulations.
Yeah, that
I
that
just-
cobra is like a
just-
dead giveaway for Aladdin.
Yeah,
That's the staff.
I haven't seen the cover in forever, but the art looks like Jafar, and I was like, that's the only thing I could
Yep,
think of.
that
Because
is the staff of Jafar.
yeah, like my 90s childhood is like ringing a bell right now. Like you've seen this in many movies.
Oh yes, you have. You've seen it in many places. That's what she said.
Yes.
Okay, on to the next segment. Logo sleeve of the month. This month goes to 8-Bit Nintendo. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but the sleeve is still available in his memory.
Yay.
We also have a created flyer for him. It will be coming out in the next newsletter that Dan is currently working on.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yep.
What is it gonna be like? The flyer, is it just gonna be?
The flyer's in here, Linda.
Oh, okay, right here.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll feature it on its own page. in the
Yeah, that would
newsletter.
be its own page by itself.
Okay.
The next segment here is franchise of the month. Dan, take it away.
All right. If you've heard the previous few podcasts, one franchise that keeps coming up, and we've mentioned it from time to time, is the Grand Theft Auto series. It really came to my attention one of the last podcasts where we were trying to guess the most popular sellers for each of the consoles, and it just so happens that the Grand Theft Auto series is always amongst the top sellers for several of the last few generations, including all the PlayStation consoles. So, simple question for all of you is, are you guys Grand Theft Auto fans? Are you amongst the many who, have bought this game and own it? And if so, which installments are your favorite?
Bones, you want to start?
Okay, yeah. I could definitely start. Of course, who doesn't like Grand Theft Auto at least a little bit? You have to have one you like. Um, I like actually the first one, the third one. The second one was okay. Um, I didn't play much of five. I kind of fizzled out after Vice City and San Andreas. Those two were good. I don't even think I ever finished San Andreas. I'm sure I finished Vice City. Um, as far as like the gameplay goes, I really enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the first games where you could do whatever you wanted in the level that I had the most fun with. Stealing a car, driving around, going as fast as you can, ramming it into things. The stories were fun. They kept you entertained. Definitely is not a kid's game by any means, but I remember distinctly, though, playing the most and thinking this is such a neat and different game was the very first one. That one is what I think really hooked me to play the next installments because that was just so different running around. I get it, it's a different view, the top down, but it was just such a different way to game playing that. Basically, because you could run around shooting people. That was definitely fun. You didn't have many games like that. The franchise, though, like I said, it did die out after a while for me. I prefer to actually watch people play Grand Theft Auto now when they're on PC because you can kind of manipulate it, watch them run around as Kermit the Frog and, Bert and Ernie. And they're playing as those characters. That's the only thing really that I've done with Grand Theft Auto in the last, I'd say, probably 2 years. I haven't had one in. I do need to get back to it, but we'll see. Whenever I get around to it, it's on my bucket list of backlog games to return to that I still have not done, but I definitely will go back to it because they are fun games, and I did enjoy them.
Okay, Allie, you want to talk about what your favorite game is out of this bunch, or anything about Grand Theft Auto?
Absolutely. So I've played GTA for a while. Unlike you guys, I actually didn't play a lot of games when I was younger, so I missed out on the first and the second. I started with San Andreas, to be completely honest, and I just had a lot of fun blowing everything up that I could, including people, cars. Didn't matter. You were getting blown up. I
Nothing like carrying a rocket launcher.
Exactly.
all I do. But I'm still currently playing 5. I just got the Chinatown Wars. I have like an ISO for my PSP to play, and I haven't yet. But I mean, I'm still on 5. I still try and get a tank out of the military base every once in a while.
Who doesn't?
Don't
Who
do very
doesn't try
well,
doing that?
But I do. I love GTA.
All right, Linda.
I've been playing GTA for a long time. I started off with 3, did not know about 1 or 2. I didn't ever own it. It was immediately just dive right in. I played all the way up to San Andreas, the Lost City story ones, and then never heard about Chinatown Wars because I never had a PSP until like later on. I jumped straight into 4 and 5. I like all of them. The one thing is I couldn't get used to the top-down version because I just got it for the PlayStation Mini. So PS1 Mini was my first actual get to learn how the top-down version works and try to understand it. So it's taking a little bit of time to get used to. Chinatown Wars, I finally started playing it on my backlog, and it also needs some time to get used to because it's kind of like top-down a little bit, but the time is so fast in it. You have to play it, and you literally have to like watch the clock because real time is like maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes faster than regular time. So 1 minute passes is like 5 to 15 minutes on their time, depending on the game. And most of the stuff, the missions are time, like you have to make sure you get to this person before 6 o'clock, or you can't do this mission. And it's little for me. I don't like when I'm timed. Like, you can only do this at a certain time of the day. It's like I just missed like 15 missions because I couldn't get to it fast enough. But I enjoyed all of them for their little differences and stuff like that. It is really fun to see everything again from a different perspective, because when you're a kid, you're not understanding like half the stuff they're talking about. And now you're like, oh, so that's what they're doing. Got it. That's why my mom was so upset with me playing the game. Okay, got it. I am still waiting for 6. I kind of just wish that they wouldn't, like, burn through so much, like DLC and everything like that. I'm hoping that they're working on 6 as we speak right now, but I just need a new game. I want a new GTA. I want to see what the next is, the story, what's going to happen.
Don't we
But
all
yeah.
just want new games? Instead of,
Yeah.
Especially
instead of,
GTA.
instead of ported stuff?
Yes.
But that's a whole other topic. I'm not going to open
Yeah, I
that
was
can right
gonna
now.
say.
Yeah, let's not start that.
Another day.
All right, I'll go. As far as Grand Theft Auto, I started with 3, but then I realized it was 3 and was like, where the hell's the first 2 at? So I went back and bought it on PlayStation. I bought the collector's edition and I played them, but 3 was a revolutionary game. It went from being top down to being like, holy shit. So I think 3, from 3 on, is probably the best of Rockstar developing games. And I don't think Rockstar picked up GTA until 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
The first one was not Rockstar.
right. So Rockstar picked up GTA at 2, and then they did the whole turnaround at 3, and I think that just made it like that much better. And I think that's the reason why they did what they did. I think they waited the 1 release before they started this big boom. And I played 3 all the way through. I played Vice City all the way through. I played San Andreas all the way through. I did not play 4 or 5. I also have Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories, and I did not play those yet. They're on the backlog, but I will. I do not have the PSP game, believe it or not. I do not have Chinatown. But Grand Theft Auto as a whole will always have a place in my heart because my cousin used to sit with me and actually play this game. I used to play, and she used to read the map. So
Nice.
I had a map reader. I had a navigator.
Your co-pilot.
Yeah, take a left. Oh, that'd be fun to like
I-
just have
I-
somebody be a map reader the whole time.
Yep, and that's exact. She loved doing it. That's all she wanted to do. She's like, I don't want to play. I just want to read the map. And she would tell me where the body shops were, so how I can get to the quickest body shop where I needed to go. She had it like implanted in her brain. I couldn't believe it. Like after a while, like playing GTA 3, it started with, and we did Vice City and San Andreas, but just starting with that, and then she just would learn the map in the back of her head, and she'd be like, okay, turn down there.
So basically, you were YouTube for her before YouTube happened.
Exactly. I was very comical when I played GTA. All right, Dan.
Yeah, just to finish off the segment, like you guys, I jumped on the series around number 3. I knew the first 2 existed, but I thought they were more like driving games or something. I wasn't really interested into it. And then when the 3rd one was announced, I was like, whatever. But then I started hearing so much positive feedback about this game, so I was like, oh, maybe I should take a look at this. And then, yeah, it was definitely, I agree with Chris, it was a very revolutionary, great game. When I hear people talk about open world, the first thing I think about is Grand Theft Auto, and I really, the part that I think is really cool is how each game takes like a certain culture or a certain, it has its own distinct flavor. They're all takes place in a city, but they really do a good job of making the city feel unique every time you go in. And yeah, it's really a game you can do pretty much anything and everything, and I thought that was very cool. For me, I thought San Andreas is probably my favorite. And then going into 4. I haven't put a lot of time into 5 yet, and then and only after hearing some of you guys talk about Grand Theft Auto in the previous podcast, I just recently added the first 2 games like within the last month. I went down and hunted them down because I didn't have them in my collection. And then they're still cheap. They're not expensive to add. So if you want to complete the series, definitely go hunt them down now because they're easily affordable.
Yeah.
Okay. On to the next little segment here. We're gonna allow Allie to introduce herself and get to know who she is. First off, let's just say that Allie is 8-Bit Nintendo's fiance. So just wanted to let everybody know that. Again, Allie, you're more than welcome to talk about him. Anything you want to do, it doesn't matter to me. But first off, just introduce yourself. Let us know like where we can find you and what you do, what you collect, stuff like that.
Guys, so I'm Allie. You can find me on Instagram as Bead Art Retrobitz. I actually make perlers of video games. So like Mega Man, even Pokemon, anything, I will just sit and make. I'm huge into collecting. I love collecting DBZ figures, anything Legend of Zelda. I also build a lot of Gundams. So
You're actually, believe it or not, the first one that ever came in and said that you build Gundams.
Wow. That is kind of surprising. But I have a lot. I do kind of do my spare time with either Gundams or perlers. But collecting, I have a whole lot. I would say I kind of calmed down, but I have more pops than I'd like to admit at this point. But yeah, that's me.
Okay. Now you said you do bead art. Is that just like video game related, or is it broad and you can just do pretty much whatever?
I can pretty much do whatever. I more so enjoy doing video game related stuff just because it's a lot of fun to do. And for me, it's so fun fact, I can't draw. I'm a horrible drawer. And the reason I love the bead art is it's like coloring. And I like the different shades and kind of making it pop and make it a little more than just being like, 8-bit Mario. It's a lot of fun.
What is the weirdest one that somebody's asked you to make?
So, well, as for weirdest, anything 3D for me. I'm still kind of learning, but I got asked for like, I'm just trying to think of a weird one. I think my Earthbound ones. Whenever someone wants mother, someone wanted, it was brother from another mother. So it was Ness and Lucas together on a coaster. But yeah, I had to figure out what she meant. I was like, what? What do you like? What would you like? But
so
that was my weirdest.
What does your name mean? Retrobitz89.
So 89, I am born 89, and Retrobitz. So bits like pieces.
Like beads.
Yes. So
Gotcha.
Putting the beads together into a bigger piece, and retro, obviously, the genre of what I'm doing, game wise. But I kind of came up with it.
What's your favorite console?
Right now, I would definitely say PS4.
All right.
Besides GameCube.
How about retro?
GameCube.
GameCube? Okay.
I was not allowed to play games as a kid, so.
Oh?
Yeah.
Not?
So it was really funny. My mom was always like, "You're gonna fail. You're not gonna do good in school or in life if you play games." And funny story, Mom, I'm still not doing that great. But,
You're having fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Stereotypical. We got somebody in here that has achieved a lot. And
that's what I mean.
He thinks video games all day, don't you, Dan?
Definitely. And I can credit my dad to getting me to games himself, because I was only 5 at the time, and he dragged us to get an Atari. So yeah, my parents encouraged me to play video games.
See,
Yeah.
that's what's so funny. And one parent is like, no, video games are either for the devil or have to throw in, you're just lazy and you don't have any accomplishments, or you have the complete opposite where you need to play a video game.
Yeah, mine were
Uh-huh.
mediocre. Like, they were in the middle. They would let me play, but then they were like, okay, you're only having this much time, and if you aren't past a certain level by that much time, well, then you're screwed. You're turning it off anyway.
Hey, but at least it's a happy middle. I rather have a happy middle than the one or the other.
Yeah, but say you
know?
got like
Yeah.
all the way up to the point where you were last time on an NES game, and you got to turn it off at that point in time.
Hey, I left it
Oh.
on and I just covered the power button and they didn't know.
I mean, I did that trick before too, where I just left it on. My mom would never know. I just like
Yeah,
that
the
little,
TV's off
that little
and
red
the
light.
system's still running.
Right, like that little red light would do anything, but after a while, like either the game freezed or the console messed up, and I was like back to square one again, and it really pissed me off. But I don't have to worry
that's
about
a
that
chance
anymore.
you gotta take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took mine to the bedroom, and I didn't have to worry about that. I only had to worry about falling
Shit.
asleep with the controller
You
in my
think
hand.
you think my mom would allow that in my bedroom? Yeah, right.
Shit.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Help.
we'll start. Who wants to start with questions first, Riley? I just ran off like.
Well, I have a couple. I
Go
want
right
to know
ahead, Bob.
first off here, what is your most sentimental pop you have?
Oh, sentimental. Let's see. I would definitely say my Super Saiyan Trunks. Just because that was so hard to find.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
up. Answer this real quick. How many pops do you have? Because it sounds like you have like a shitload.
A lot. A lot.
A lot. Yeah, we're gonna stick with a lot on this one.
Are you above 100?
No.
Okay.
You have a
Like-
full wall, but not like a full room.
I do have a full room.
But
Ooh.
but you're below 100? With a full room?
I am.
Holy crap.
Well, they take up a lot of space though, because you got to remember there's a lot of them that are massive. Like,
Yeah.
Do you got
they're
the
like-
massively big ones or like just like mediocre or normal size?
Normal size. It's just more of I have everything in such a small area that when
yeah.
I say room, like you guys are like, oh, but it's like a little itty bitty den. Kind of think about that.
Yeah.
Um.
And you got to also remember the packaging don't help
And
because
you-
it's literally a square box.
You have that.
Yeah.
You have that with your gaming and all that, right? Too, right? So,
Yes.
all right, I got you. Now it just dwindled.
Yeah, it's like literally like in between the shelving probably.
Oh yeah, hanging everywhere and stacked to the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Well, if you're at 99, we'll just say 100.
Definitely.
Go ahead, Bones. Continue. Sorry, I interrupted.
That's perfectly fine. I was going to ask that same question too. Since you are a big GTA fan, and I'm sure you love running a ruckus, what is your favorite vehicle to cause as much chaos as possible in?
Ah. Literally, if I can get a tank, a tank. But oh my god, what do I have? I don't really have like a favorite.
She's just
I
like
kinda just
pulling
cause-
people out of them, beating their asses, and
I
take their
do.
car.
I
Just like
cause
switching them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know when you like customize your car, you're like, yes, and then you ruin it, and you're like, oh, bro.
Oh, you're
I
talking
always
about the
have
newer
Probably
GTA.
just put it in the garage and then just walk away and go get another one.
That's why I just keep go getting other people's cars.
Just
Yeah.
keep stealing everybody else's, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, I stopped customizing after I realized it was easy to crash.
Well, that didn't
It
take
was
very
like, it's
long,
a
did it?
waste of money and time.
Yeah.
I could go buy some guns and go have fun. I'm just gonna go do that.
You spend an hour on it, and then all of a sudden it's, well, that was a waste.
Yep.
Yeah, literally like turn a corner out of the shop, and
you gotta,
there
like-
goes the custom.
Jump out of your car because it's like about to blow up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or you
Yep.
stop paying
Fun times.
attention and somebody mugs you for your own car.
Oh,
yeah,
that's happened. Yeah.
yeah. You're literally
Yeah.
sitting there because you're like, you walk away to go do something, come back, and you're like, what the hell? I'm on the side of the road. What happened?
Where is my car?
And you literally see it like 4 feet ahead of you, just sitting at a red light.
Or in flames. That's my favorite. You look up, you're like,
Nice.
oh, bro.
They couldn't handle the power. I'm very sorry.
Sorry, bro. Too much horsepower.
I tried to drive it. Didn't get very far. My bad. Here's the car back.
Here's your flaming car.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a kind of a two-part here for you, Allie.
All right.
You said you're a Zelda fan. What's your favorite Zelda game, and are you excited that they're redoing Skyward Sword for the Switch?
Favorite is definitely Link Between Worlds. Again, with you guys, I'm hitting kind of like newer genres, but I loved it. I played through it. I actually was a bit of a baby about it and didn't want to finish. So I got all the way to the very end and just sat there on it like, I don't want to finish this game. I don't want to finish this storyline. But that was my favorite out of every single one that I have played and beaten, which isn't huge. Not gonna lie. I'm not excited though about Skyward Sword. I didn't like it on the Wii. I don't really look forward to seeing it again.
Why didn't you like it on the Wii?
It just wasn't something I was really into.
Motion
Like,
controls.
I was gonna ask you,
Yeah,
is it the motion
The motion
controls?
controls, yeah.
Oh,
I
I
mean-
played like a few minutes of it, and it's not fun in some areas.
I mean, after
Like you
get
have
used
little
to it,
like
though-
tedious missions.
After you get used to it, though, it kind of gets better as the game goes on.
See, and I wouldn't know. I kind of was like, nah, I'm good on that.
Bones could
After
probably
the-
vouch for that.
I must be the only one that loved that game. I
No,
tell you.
I liked it, Bones. I'm with you.
It was a rare breed. It was like Wind Waker. Not everybody
Oh,
was
man.
into sailing, and there's a select
That's
few.
a
They're like,
huge
I
comparison
love
there.
this game, and I'm like, okay, like it's not for everybody. Like there's so many games out there that are in the Zelda series that I just could not get into. I tried playing it. I bought the game. I was all excited because I had beaten, Breath of the Wild. I was like, put it in there, played it for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm good.
I just
Okay.
can't get into Majora's Mask. I've tried like 3 times.
Yeah.
That whole
And actually,
going back in time, I can't
Yeah.
do it. I can't do
well,
it.
but I will say Majora's Mask is easier to play and beat with the 3DS than the N64 version.
Alright.
But there's certain parts that they messed up to where it's more difficult to play, but it's easier in general to play and beat. But I played a little bit of Majora's Mask while I was playing on my 3DS, and I was like, looking at certain parts, I'm like, why can't I do this or why can't I do that? Because I remember playing my friends Majora's Mask and then my cousins for a little bit, and I was like, why am I swimming so slow? It's just Nintendo trying to fix stuff that's not needing to be fixed, and I'm there with you on the Skyward Sword. Like, I just don't like motion controls. I just don't like, I have to flick D-pad that is not working. Like a Joy-Con is not going to be working very well. Why are we utilizing Joy-Cons that don't work?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Especially with the
Just me.
drift issue.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I can't even play certain things with my Pro Controller, but if you have to utilize, it's just going to be really weird and awkward. And maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe they'll be great. Like, they made it different,
You
but
never know.
as far as I'm concerned, I have so many games I can't play because my left Joy-Con is abysmally bad.
I swear it's the left on everybody's.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Any more questions, Bones?
Just one. Is there any game for the GameCube that you don't currently have that you want in your collection?
That I don't have.
Yeah.
Definitely Smash Brothers back. I had that for the longest time. So like I said to you guys, my mom would not let me play games, but that doesn't mean I didn't figure out a way to play it. So Smash Brothers was one of my first with my friend. I went to his house, stole his GameCube, and walked over to my house with it. But that handle
How long
really
before
comes
you
in
figured it
handy.
out?
Not long. I would say like
No kidding.
an hour. But he came back and he was like, "Hey, I'll just play with you instead of taking it back." So my dad was okay, but it was my mother. So my dad was like, "Okay, I see you with that. We're just not going to talk about it." So I would definitely get Smash Brothers back if I could. Melee. I love Smash. on any system already. One of my favorites. But it just kind of bums me out that I had it for so long, and it kind of disappeared.
Maybe somebody else took it from you to borrow it.
I hope so.
We'll have to keep our eyes open for one.
Yeah, I'll see what I can
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
do. Dan.
Okay. So I have a video game question, I have a bead question, I have a Funko question.
Let's do it.
Boom, boom.
One of each. If you don't mind me asking, what month were you born in?
December.
December. Okay, because the reason I'm asking is 1989 was a great year for video game consoles, and the TurboGrafx and the Sega Genesis came out in America that year. And I'm old, by the way. I was already in high school playing these systems, so I can't imagine being born at that time. But do you go back that far in terms of collecting and playing, or do you like older systems at all?
I do. I like older systems. Unfortunately for myself, like I said, I just don't go back to when I was young. But I love it now, like, because it's new to me. So while everyone's like, "Oh, I've played this and gone through this," it's a new game for me. So I actually just got Pocky and Rocky for the Super Nintendo, and my friend was like, just not into it. He had already played it a million times, and he's just like, "Have it. I don't care." And I was ecstatic because I've never actually been able to play on a system. I've been playing on a MAME arcade. So I do like the older systems. I have all of the older systems, besides like a Jaguar and stuff. But I have it. I'm working to get my way back to everything I missed when I was a kid.
Cool. Yeah, I always like it when younger people spend the time and effort to go back and collect older systems before their time, because I see so many people just focus on today's platforms, and it takes a lot of commitment and knowledge to really go back that far and appreciate games. So I always find that really cool. All right, for my bead question, how'd you get into the bead art? And then so I have a couple of follow-up questions, but how long have you been doing it, and how did you get started with that?
I've been doing it for, I want to say, like around 7 years, and I really started with it because I have a lot of craft stores by my apartment, so I would kind of just always want to go in. Like I mentioned, I can't draw. I can draw you a real good stick figure, but that's about it. So going
There's nothing
in
wrong with stick figures.
Hey, that is my masterpiece. That's my jam. But going in and kind of watching people, and they were so excited, and there was just this wall of beads. So it was all these different shades of like green and blue, and I just thought, I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't know what this is. I'm going for it. And I kind of just took off from there. I think my first piece was Charmander. So yeah.
Cool. And a selfish question for me.
Oh boy!
So one of my favorite video games is Final Fantasy for the Super Nintendo. Can you make Final Fantasy characters for me one day?
I could, absolutely.
Cool.
If you want.
We're gonna see a post in like a few months of like all of them just like hanging on the wall somewhere.
I actually had that at one point. I had them all up on the wall. Most of my stuff's on my Instagram, the Bead at Retrobitz. I stopped for a while. I'm hoping to kind of get back into it really soon. I'm just looking to move. So getting all the beads out. When I tell you I have a lot of colors, I would take up a table and just sit there, never putting them away, throwing beads everywhere. So
cool. I mean, we have a feature in the newsletter coming up that's going to be like Artist of the Month or Artist Corner. So we'd love to feature you sometime in our newsletter if you'd be interested in that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
And my last question is about Funko, and so I'm just curious because my daughter has a few, but how many Funkos are there out in existence? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
So many.
My God. Way so many.
There's no way to like exact number because they're producing them as we speak. So there's no way to like get an exact number anytime soon.
Like, is it possible to
then-
have the complete collection, or is that just impossible?
Oh God,
It's
I want it.
impossible
Yeah.
to have that.
Absolutely impossible. Because you got to
Yeah.
think there's vaulted ones too.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on a
Not
mission
only-
for Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
He's
there's
vaulted.
and also there's stuff for like not just like anime and video games. There's also like Dungeons
Movies.
and Dragons, and then there's like movies, TV shows, comics. You name it, they have made it and gotten the license for Funko Pop. So it's not only just people, it's creatures,
there's only
it's
one
vehicles.
That has every
Yep.
single one, and that's the person that created the Pops. He
Yeah.
has every single one.
Yeah. And, like he has a storage, like a warehouse where he just has open space for just every new pop. He just puts it somewhere in a like a I think it's like a cylinder, like glass cylinder that he just puts like every single pop he's ever made.
That's his house. It's just one big pop. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
All of his
His
pops.
mansion.
It's my house.
That's the only way to best describe it is there's no exact number. Because even if you were to give like an exact number, minute by every day there's a new pop being released by some creator
I mean,
of some kind.
technically, you could probably find out on Google or something like that. A roundabout.
Yeah, they'd
Yeah.
have a ballpark.
I mean, are we talking about like the pop minis too, though?
I
Yeah.
would just say figures, like just the big, like the medium.
The medium and large ones.
Yeah.
Because I have minis.
What? Or how
What?
small is a mini? Like,
It's really
Oh, they
small.
can get like keychain size depending on the figure you're talking about. Because they try to go by scale. They have sets and stuff.
I like
Yeah.
the big ones. The
the
like
really,
the
really
Cyber
large, like
Demon.
the extra large ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, those are the ones I stay away from because I don't have room yet.
Yeah.
Those are the cool ones, though.
Many.
All right, Linda. Oh, were you done, Dan?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right, Linda, your turn.
If you were to pick another like medium that is similar to like perler bead art, what would you try to do?
I don't even know.
There's like
Maybe-
crocheting, yeah.
Maybe crocheting, maybe painting. Anything where I can look at it and just create one of my own.
There's Bob Ross. You can paint happy trees. Just FYI.
Oh, we'll just make that a happy bird.
I think you can
Happy
do
tree-
batch hook that way.
Never know. Oh man. If you could go to any convention, whether it be in the world, the US, where would you want to go?
Convention wise, because I've only been to one, I'm sticking with it. Is too many games. It's
Not
all-
even trying another one?
not even gonna try another one. Just because I would have to be like, yeah, I really hope I have a good time here. I just love too many games. I know the people that are there.
All right,
There's a
well,
lot of-
we're going to change that for you. You're going to go with us, and you're going to go to Connecticut, and we're going to go to Auto Swap Meet.
Although
go.
swap meet,
Auto
heck
Swap
yes, I
Meet.
really
That's
wanted to
where
go.
we're going to go. Eventually, it's going to happen. We will go there.
I'm in.
Okay. I'll make sure you
You're gonna
know.
see Russ Lyman and Nintendo and 8-Bit Glitch 79. Let's see who else was there that first Aldo. So many people that showed up that I lost track, but yeah, definitely if you're gonna go to the swap meet.
Cassandra, she was there.
Yeah, she was there, and then who else, man? There was a lot of people there. It was just so hard to remember everybody's name that went.
Is anybody else going to go to too many games this year? I don't know if I am.
Is it even-
The rate they're going, I doubt they're gonna have it at full capacity if they can.
Yeah.
I was about to say, with everything going on, I'm not even.
SoCal just
Thinking.
just canceled, so I
Yeah,
doubt
that's-
SoCal's about the
that's,
same size as them.
That's what I was going
Ah.
to say. I just saw that they canceled.
Yeah.
They won't have it.
Honestly, from them on, I doubt that they're going to start doing conventions. It's just hard. There's so many people that go to them. What are they going to do? Have them wait out in line? Like when you go to a store,
That's
you
what
know you got
the-
to wait out in line.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I'm going to Dan's house.
You still
Yeah.
got to wait out in line.
Yeah, I still gotta wait in line, but it'll be 5 minutes, and then I get to see somebody else's stuff instead of looking at stuff in a place.
But Chris,
Yeah.
Allie says she goes to too many games. That's another person that goes to too many games. So we got to get you to too many games before we worry about.
Allie, we're trying to get him to go to too many games.
Yeah.
And we're trying to see how many people are actually going. And there's a lot of people he knows that would be at too many games. So he would never feel alone.
He
Unfortunately,
should definitely come.
it's always on my daughter's dance recital.
What if they change it? Because it's been a weird, like, they've been pushing conventions back. Like, Midwest Gaming Classic got pushed back to November, which has never happened. So, if they were to change the time and date,
It's a
and
possibility.
it's not
yeah.
okay, so we gotta make sure, because there's tons of people that go to that. You have
I will be
at least
incognito.
everybody knows who you are, dude.
They know who I am, but they don't know what I look like.
No, I
Then they hear your voice,
all right,
they'll be like, "Video game just
I can't say that.
Yeah.
Linda knows me, Dan knows
Wear a
me,
mask.
Bones knows me, and I'll wear a mask and put some glasses on, and nobody else will be able to tell it's me.
No, you should wear
VGDS
glasses.
logo
Yes, yes, glasses that have VGDS on the logo. Nobody will see your eyes, and then
my book bag will have my pins on it, so not that
Yeah.
nobody else has my pins, but
oh, actually, there's a few in the community that
Yeah.
would wear the pins because,
Yeah.
like, there's a bunch of people that collect pins and like
they
we
showcase
trade
them.
stuff when we go to the conventions. So you'll see like a
Yep.
bunch of people with like random like logos on their stuff, and it's like reminds me of my softball days where we used to trade pins.
Yeah, I actually got on my bag as Atari Creeps pin as well, so it's not only
Yeah.
my pin, I have other pins.
That's what I'm saying. So you'll be in a sea of other people with
Exactly.
multiple pins. So
Oh, yeah.
usually people wear their logo somewhere on like their shirts, or if they wear anything, like you'll usually see it. But you should wear the sunglasses if you're gonna do that. Just
That's-
rock the
That's
sunglasses.
the funny thing. Like I don't have a shirt yet with my logo on it. I mean, I have shirts, but I just never bought my
Come
own
on,
yet.
really?
Yeah, really. I haven't bought my own shirt yet.
Do you have a hat, a baseball hat or something, Chris?
Like with my logo on it?
Yeah.
No. But I do
You
have
should
a
get
mask
that
with my
too.
logo on it. My face mask has my logo.
You wear the mask.
Yeah, I do
That's
wear the
it.
mask.
There you go. There you go.
I wear that
the
every day.
mask.
I'll walk in front of you as security. You and Dan stay behind me.
Well, I'm surprised, to be honest. I did not see you at all, bro. You were tall. Like, I was looking for everybody I knew, and I did not see you at too many games.
Oh, Bones didn't go.
I haven't been there yet.
I was hoping to see you and a couple other people that I knew, because like when you go to conventions, you're always hoping to see like at least a few people you knew.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
just saw
I
like
don't
everybody
blend
at so
in.
many games.
Yeah, I don't blend in, not at all. These two
Oh.
guys will vouch for it. When we go out retro hunting, I'm a nut. I'll be yelling across the store to you. So I will not
I
blend
can't-
in at a convention.
Well, you know what? I'm the same way. Like
Besides the
you
fact that he's
heard,
like 7 foot tall.
Yeah,
you
that
heard
too.
me. You heard me and J Love. We were screaming throughout the whole convention. Like I heard myself in the background of several videos and Jen. There's just like, you just heard her going ha, like laughing, and me just going so and so. Like I was just yelling people's like username, and you just hear me like screaming people's username. And then there's like, did you see Allie? Did you see the guy who was dressed like Jigglypuff?
Oh my God, yes.
That guy is always there.
He's always there, and he's easy to find.
Yeah, and he just like stalks you when you're doing stuff.
Yep.
I
Just, like,
remember
creepy.
him in the video.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
He would not leave. He would not leave. It was so funny to watch. Like he was doing karaoke. He was everywhere. That Jigglypuff was just everywhere. And so many people reacted the same way. Where Jigglypuff would come up. Hi, I'm Jigglypuff, and every single time I would just see a frowny face, what the hell face, or like get the hell away from me face, and just like turn around.
Yep.
It was so much, just a lot to take in the first time. Like, and I've been to other places, and cosplayers were not that much.
Yeah, we all have
Could
to
handle
meet up.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I would be down to do that.
I've been going every year, but I didn't know you at the time, Linda.
Well, I heard about you like running around like how do I say it? Like people were like, you gotta check out Dan's Instagram, and I saw your stuff, like all your collection. I was like, heck yeah, I'll chill with anybody. But I kept missing people. Like I missed like at least 50% of the people that were going because it's just so like the convention floor was so massive. Like you like we were all going in a circle. Like I felt like everybody was doing a 360 circle of just like following a different path and like never like meeting up. 'Cause you can go all 3 days and not meet anybody that you knew because you literally were just like somebody's at the food court, and by the time you got to the food court, they would already like decide to leave and go to another place because it took forever to like walk through the whole convention because you're just in like a sea of like mountains of people like walking, trying to go up to where you need to get to. So I was surprised.
I'm really easy to spot in the crowd because I come straight from work, and because I work really close to the convention center, so I'm like the only person dressed in like work clothes. Like I wear khaki pants and a nice dress shirt. I think so. I really stand out because I'm the only one.
Actually, no, because so many people cosplay as The Office and what was the other one? They cosplay as like a lot of anime people that are dressed like that. So you would blend in really well. They'd be like, "What show are you from?"
Yeah, I could pass as I was a cosplayer, I guess.
Yeah. The Office? What character are you trying to be? That's probably what you would get. But...
that just made me think of a skit where, what's his name, pretends that he's playing, oh my god, I'm brain farting on it, but he plays the, Dwight thinks he's somebody else, and he changes the picture around and crap at the desk. Oh man,
what?
I can't.
Was it the character's name that always they used to prank him all the time? Can't remember his name now, but I think I know who you're talking about. Like that scenario.
He changes the picture and everything on the desk. It's some actor he has fill in, and he has Pam walk over, and Pam's like, "Yes, honey." She gives him a kiss, and he's like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah, I remember that. That was fun. He always used to mess with Dwight. He would always like go up and pretend to be him and do different things, and Dwight would be like, "What are you doing? What's going on?" It's like, "Nothing's going on." And they all try to like pretend that they don't notice the difference. That was funny. I like The Office. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah. That'll be my question since I rambled on and we all had rambling.
Okay. So we're going to finish up the podcast and we're going to go around and talk about game of the month. Bones, what's your game of the month?
Oh, well, my game of the month is going to be Mario Kart Double Dash that I just got.
Awesome. Allie, by the way, before we continue, did you have any questions for us that you wanted to ask, or are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Dan, game of the month.
I'm gonna stick with the Mario theme from Bones, and it just came out this month, but Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury for the Nintendo Switch. A buddy of mine just came over today, and we were playing I was playing this for the first time, and it's a pretty cool game. I mean, if you played the Wii game for Super Mario 3D World, it's pretty much the same, but the Bowser's Fury part is pretty cool. So
Switch port.
Yep.
At least you got Bowser's Fury.
Yeah. At least they put the add-on on there, so I have to give that.
Yep.
Give him a little bit of, like, yeah.
All right, Linda, your game of the month.
I'm going to say Indigo Prophecy. Just currently beat it. Had a lot of fun playing it. It was a trippy game. So, heck yeah.
Allie?
So I'm just going to ruin this and say Monster Hunter Rise. Coming out soon, and I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Definitely different.
Yeah.
I don't see how that ruined it.
No, they ruined it. Just opened her eyes to another game. That's. Hey, there's another game I don't know about.
When does it come out?
Oh God, Dan.
There's a console with it, Dan. Didn't you know that?
No.
They made a console for Monster Hunter.
They did. Well,
I look it up. It's so. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
Anybody get it?
Well,
got a Pro Controller with it too.
Well, at least getting the game.
controller too, also Dan. So just FYI, you might want to start looking into that because it's probably sold out everywhere.
I'm
Bones
also
is the one
getting
with
a
the
Hori
multiple
stick.
consoles.
Wait. Why do you say that, Dan?
No comment as he looks around and sees 15 different styles of console for the same.
I'm not in
Oh,
that
more
game room.
like-
I'm in
more
the
like-
actual games room. All the consoles are in the other game room.
See, he has
Gotcha.
2 devoted rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta keep it fresh, guys.
All right. That's what she said.
Dude, you know how many times that could have got said tonight in this podcast?
A lot.
A lot. Yeah.
I tried to dial it down.
I was, yeah. He left it hanging though. Nobody said anything, so I was like, screw it. I'm saying it. All right, so my game of the month is Grand Theft Auto 3. Since we were having a lot of Grand Theft Auto talk in here, and that is a revolutionary game. So that will complete the podcast. Thank you all.
Awesome.
Thank you, Allie, for coming in and doing the introduction. I would hope you would come back and do a actual topic podcast.
I would definitely come back. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
It was
no
fun.
problem.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah.
All right, that completes the podcast. And as always, don't blow, just sleeve.
Hey, internet.
Peace.
See you later.
See ya.